Hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Patty, the Dazzling Diva. I am a part-time reseller on sites such as Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And what I have for you today are my sales for the first part of June, the 1st to the 15th on Poshmark and Mercari. However, I have done a video on my eBay sales because I do sell significantly more on eBay than I do these two platforms. So I put in a separate video. So if you are interested in that, make sure to check out my what sold playlist that I have, and I'll also link that video in the description below. So what I'm going to do is go over my sales for both of these platforms as well as talk about a strategy that I had used for Poshmark and whether or not it resulted in sales, because my sales on Poshmark are down quite a bit, and I'm trying different things to see if I can get that number up a little bit. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with my sales that are on Mercari. And, I'm unfortunately my sales for Mercari have gone down a whole lot. And I do think that that has to do with them making it where the sellers do not incur any selling fees, and they pass it on to the buyer. Mercari was one of my favorite platforms because of the fees. They were so low. So I was not really pressed about paying the fees. So why they did that, I guess they needed to attract more sellers to the platform, and that was a good way for them to do that. But I only got a few sales, and it was getting to where I was having more sales on Mercari than Poshmark, or at least about the same amount. But anyways, we're going to start off with this Mickey. I think I got it at a regular thrift, and I picked it up because of the color, because Mickey and Minnie, I will look it up if it's unique looking, but they don't, because there's so much out there. They don't sell very well for me. But this did sell for $15, and because of the new policy, you know, uh, when you sell something for $15, you get $15. Then we have this Fishing Price Loving Family Dollhouse. I do Google Lens every piece that I get. I will always pick up the Fisher Price dollhouse furniture, especially if it is vintage, because this sold for $10. And I did have free shipping on it because I am trying to experiment a little bit with Mercari to see if maybe offering free shipping on lighter weight items will help move them better, since I it doesn't cost a lot to ship, and I probably only pay like less than 50 cents because I usually get these in a toy lot. So even with the $10, it probably costs the $4.30, I think, is the 4 ounce to ship, and so the rest is profit. So I made at least probably like about $5 on this item. Then we have this. I think I got this in a toy lot as well. This is a Porsche. I do not pick up too many of uh, the little box, the little Matchbox cars. I will Google Lens them, and see if they sell for quite a bit, but it's just so much out there. And unless it's vintage, and even when it's vintage, it probably won't sell for a whole lot. But this did sell for $9.50, and it was only like about a little bit over 4.5 inches. All right, so that was all for Mercari. I only had 3 sales for the first part of June, which is not great, but it is what it is. So let's look over to Poshmark. And this shirt, I am guessing this is a pretty decent brand. I sold this before, but I could not find it, which is one reason why I am in the process of revamping my inventory system from a bin system to a numbered system, because I did have where I had clothing in a bin, and for whatever reason, sometimes I would, especially if it got too full, I would look over items, because this is a lightweight item, but it's a very pretty blouse by Vanite. and it sold for $14. Next, we have the STS Blue Women Ellie High Rise Ankle Skinny. I got this in a um, thread up rescue box like a couple of months ago, and it sold relatively quickly, and it did sell for the $19. Next, we have Time and True Petite High Rise Skinny Blue Jeans. This sold for $16. Time and True is just a Walmart brand, but I will pick it up if it's not expensive because everybody goes to Walmart and some people do like the way that their items fit. So this sold for $16. And I do believe that I listed it for $20 and it sold for, I have it set where I sent out a 20% off offer on my items. And because Poshmark no longer requires you to put a discount on your items when you send out an offer, which I really, really love. This sold for $16, and so it'll just be the Poshmark 20% instead of the $16 plus additional shipping discount. Then we have this Warhawk uh, military die-cast plain. This was pretty neat. I got a lot of these. I thought that they were interesting and knew that I wouldn't lose money on them. It was a bunch of die-cast planes. I've had it for a little bit, probably like a year or a little bit over a year. But it did sell for $10. And I paid probably less than 50 cents for it. So even after the Poshmark fee of $2.95, because anything under $15 has a $2.95 fee on it, I still made pretty decent on this. Then we have this. I don't normally do retail arbitrage, but I was out, I think it was in Joann's Fabric. And they had this on clearance for a decent amount because I don't know if you've been in Joann's lately, but their clearance section is still, to me, still really expensive. So I don't know what's going on with that store. But anyways, these were for a decent price. And so I lotted them up and they sold for $15. Then we have this Joe Bassett skirt, and for whatever reason, I do not have a lot of pictures of this skirt, but I've had this since forever. I cannot sell skirts to save my life. Let me know below if you sell skirts and if you have good luck selling skirts. I do not, I only pick up skirts if they are like Lily Pulitzer or if it's a vintage skirt or if it's like maybe a maxi skirt that's jean, or it has to be something really I no longer pick up because I picked up one time these cute limited skirts and I still have those things. So I've had this, I know, for at least about 3 4 years because this is a little rug that I used to put things on. I haven't done that in since forever. So I cannot tell you how old this listing really is. But anyways, it sold finally for $14 and I think that that was an offer sent out to me or an offer that I sent out. But at any rate, I think it was an offer sent out to me and I was just like, yes, please, thank you, goodness, take it. Then we have these really cute like cork design or themed shoes by the Limited. I thought they were really neat. A great way to dress up a basic staple color to have in your wardrobe, but they sold for the full asking price of $29. And so that was it for Poshmark. Not a lot of sales as well. I had 7 on Poshmark and 3 on Mercari, but there are sales that I would not have had I not cross-listed. So that's why even though I don't get a lot of sales on these platforms, that's 10 sales that if I was just an eBay seller that I would not have made. And to cross-list, I do use Vendoo, and I use Vendoo because of the price and also because as a part-time reseller, I think it is more flexible as I can add more items once I finish with my initial for the package that I have for the month. Once I'm finished with that, if I want to sell additional items, I can bring in 20 items as needed for just like a little bit over $3. And so that really, really helps with me not feeling that I'm pressured because I might not always, because it goes from a low amount. I think the next one is 100 and something. And I'm getting to that point where I'm probably going to upgrade to that because I'm listing about that per month. But for right now, it is benefiting me more to just have the lower package and then add on to it as needed. But anyways, I did want to, because I was watching a reseller and they were talking about the My Shopper on Poshmark, and I haven't done that for a while. So I wanted to go ahead and do that to see if it was result in sales. Now I did do it on a Friday morning. In a few months, I'll probably try it again and do it on a Sunday and see if that makes a better difference, like a Sunday afternoon. But if you're not familiar with it, on Poshmark, you can do what's called My Shoppers. Well, what you do is you go under your name tab and you go down to My Shoppers. And here you have different things that you can send out. You can send out to likers, you can bundles, you can do past buyers, all shoppers who've engaged in your closet at all, you know, and whether they've liked or shared or whatever. But this is one that I will do on occasion. So what you do is you say add likes to bundles. And so you come over here and then you will hit the select all. And then as you scroll down, once you scroll down, it'll keep adding the select all to keep adding the people to the select all, because if you hit select all, it is just going to do like the first probably 40 or something. So you have to keep scrolling down for it to add them. But after you do that, you will put add likes. You click this button, it'll pop up and you'll say add likes to bundle. And then once you add the likes to bundles, it'll add everybody that's liked something. You see here I have these hearts. Everyone that's liked something, it will put that person in put that item in a bundle. And then after it does that, it takes a few minutes to do that. After it does that, you do have the option to send out a message to everyone. Like, hey, friend, it says hey at username. I don't know if you put at username, if that will automatically put, I'm guessing that will automatically put the person's username, but I think that's kind of weird. So I just usually say something like, hey, friend, and, letting them know what I have going on, what they need to do in order to get the discount that I have. You can also have it to where you automatically send out, um, the percentage off to the bundles, but I just send a message saying, hey, if you like an item, or if you what I was doing was if they liked an item, they would get 20% off. I can send them a 20% off on that, or if they bundled, then they would get 25% off of the bundle. And so this went out to like 599 people. Did not get sales from this, like, at all. I think I got one sale, but it wasn't from this. I think it was because of the activity that I had going on. And I used to get sales on Poshmark. I used to be able to get sales by sending out like messages like on bundles, or um engaging with new shoppers, whatever. But I honestly believe that because of all of the messages that are going out to people, especially with the Posh live shows. Not that I'm a hater on live shows, because I do want to get to where I am going to do some live shows, because I really and truly believe that that is a one way to utilize the closet. I mean, they're pushing it, so I think that if you participate in the shows, that your closet gets pushed out. Because I will do silent shows every now and again, just because I'm wondering if that helps with the algorithm. But anyways, I think that people are getting so many messages that when you do send out messages, it gets lost in the shuffle of things. because people get notifications for everything. So the My Shoppers did not work very well. I have something else that I'm doing to see if that will work a little bit better, but I am just trying to figure out how to get more shoppers on Poshmark. And I do also think that another thing that is against my Poshmark closet is that I do not have a curated closet. I don't, I live in a small town. I do not have the luxury of just having certain types of brands or certain types of items. Because if you go through it, I do need to clean up my closet a little bit, but I have like all types of items. I have cups, I have hats, I have clothing, I have toys. Like if it sells on Poshmark, if I can sell it, I'll put it on there. And so that may have something to do with it. People who have a little bit more curated closet that just sells certain sizes or just sell clothing or just sells vintage or whatever. They may have better luck on Poshmark. But because I'm like a hodgepodge seller, I do think that on one end works against me, but on another end, I do think it opens it up to where I do have different types of buyers that because I do sell plush, I do sell toys on occasion, I do sell different things on the platform. But anyways, let me know if you have any Poshmark strategies that you have tried that have worked on the platform. How are your sales going? Are you experiencing summer slowdown or not? I think that, my store is doing pretty well. The end of the month seems to be picking up pretty well. I'm pleased with it. Of course, I would always like more sales, but I'm happy with the extra amount of money that I'm making being a part-time reseller. But anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you found anything useful, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Trying to grow my channel. That'll let other people know that there's some useful information in this video. Hit me a comment if you don't mind. I love engaging with people. Hit the like and subscribe. I do have some other types of videos coming up, some tips and tricks that I'm going to be dropping within the next few days. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe so you'll get notified. Thank you so much. Have a great day.